Hey guys, Cheney here. Cheney, J. Bernard, wherever it's at on Facebook. This is my first real video I posted with my bass. I've been wanting to post some covers, but I'm such a perfectionist. I've been putting it off, but I did want to do kind of a rig rundown. This is my 2012 American Fender Jazz bass. I put Seymour Duncan Antiquity 1s in them, not the 2s, the 1s. I installed thumb rest, ashtray, neck pickup cover. I did age the headstock. You can use leather dye and just rub it on. It darkens it like a vintage one would have, cigarette burn the headstock. I also have the foam mute underneath, Jamerson style, really that's the tone I like. Right now I just have some stock Fender medium strings. And this is mainly what I'm demoing. I was told it's a 1975 Ampeg V4-B. I guess that makes this video kind of special because they just re-released them. But this is a vintage V4-B. This is actually a guitar cab. It came with it. It's not the bass cab. It's 410. I probably eventually am going to put some Eminence bass speakers, sound a little better, handle the wattage better, but it does fine for now. For those of you who don't know, the V4-B is essentially the SVT with 100 watts instead of 300. It has the same preamp setup. It sounds the exact same, it's just 200 less watts. It's all tubed. Well, I guess we should begin. I guess we'll just start everything flat. Alright, the V4-B has two channels. They're both the exact same. It's got a volume for each channel, treble, mid-range, bass, and Ampeg has these rocker switches. You have an ultra high, on and off, a three-way mid selector to boost that mid. It's by Hertz's, and you have an ultra low, on or high. I'm just going to start with everything at close to 12 as I can get it with all the rockers off, and the mid one is just in the middle, which is 1000 hertz. I always run my bass full out, neck, bridge, and tone all the way. Just excuse me how I like to do it. Like this, I find it has too much bite for my taste. I usually run it bass about 3 o'clock, mid and treble about 1 o'clock, and I always keep the ultra high and the ultra lows on. And I keep the mid rocker at the middle. I don't really notice a difference either way, so I just keep it in the middle for simplicity. Like I said, I like a lot of Jamerson style. I'm not a big slap bass player, finger style. John Paul Jones is like my idol. He's my favorite bass player. I find this is, helps me kind of sound like him, his tone. Got a not good warmth bass sound to it. This thing can get really bassy really fast. You turn on the ultra high, crank the bass up. My whole freaking room is rattling right now. It can also get pretty spanky, Rickenbacker-y. Crank the mids and the treble without it feeding Welcome back. I mean, like I said, I'm not a big slap bass player. I don't know a lot of slap players that do use straight tube amps. I find the slap tone I kind of can get is very old schooly. Can't think of his name. Larry Graham style. It's not very pop, you know. I tried on the demo video of this, like the test video, to try and show you the distortion. You can get some good natural tube distortion, not like pedal distortion, out of this thing, but it was overloading the camera real bad. I mean, it's maybe you get a better setup to record. I can show that off one day. I just thought, you know, maybe you guys would be interested with the reissue here and what the real one sounds like. That's with everything flat. Scoop the mid. Like I said, this amp's pretty bass heavy. It's not real mid-range or trebly. It's bassy. It rattles clubs, and it gets very loud. I mean, I've played in some 2-guitar bands, you know, drummer, singer, and I've never had to turn it past me before. After that, it just drowns everything out. This is like pretty much my first rig rundown kind of thing. I mean, if you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, you could just message me, comment, whatever. My fingers are stuck in the blue scale rut. I also have a few pedals I want to be demoing soon. I have the MXR bass fuzz, and I have my envelope filters on the desk over there. Maybe if this video does well, you know, get a couple hundred views or whatever, I can do that too. But I guess that's about it. I mean, Ampeg V4-B, American Jazz to Ampeg, classic rock sound, you know. You look on all those stages back then, they were all rocking Fenders and Ampegs. That's just the sound. But like I said, if you have any questions, get at me. I'll try and answer them. Cheers.